Well, look at you. You have a fantastic set of goals sitting in front of you, but do you know the secret to actually reaching those goals? Well, the good news is that in this video, I'm going to tell you the secret to reaching your goals in 2019. Stick around for just a couple of minutes, and I'd love to help you. Hey, it's Matt from Pastors and Preachers. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to help you enjoy living faithfully and leading fruitfully. We're going to talk secrets today, and this is the last part in a 4-part series that we've created to help you succeed in 2019. And what I'd love for you to do, if you haven't already, is to subscribe to this channel because every single week we're going to release a brand new video, and we just create these little micro series that help you experience and enjoy success as a pastor, as a preacher. And so if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. And one of the things that I've noticed in my private clients is that the primary difference between people who seem to always crush their goals and those who consistently struggle are habits. And the way that I define habits goes something like this. Habits are tiny systems that automate positive action. There are certainly bad habits, but who cares about those? We're going to talk about good habits. And good habits are tiny systems that automate positive action. And the way that you achieve a goal, this is the secret to goal achievement, is habits. Habits are the secret to goal achievement. There you go. I've answered the question for you. But here's what I want to do. I want to take just a couple of minutes and walk you through a well-known, proven way of building and executing on your habits. Okay, so this is called a habit loop, and this has been written by people like Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit. James Clear in his book, Atomic Habits, has a way of talking about this, and so this is not original with me. It's not original with those guys either. And so let me kind of walk you through this. A good habit has a cue. It involves a craving. There is a response, and it concludes with a reward. That there is a cue. That if you're going to have an effective habit, you need to make it obvious. If you're going to have an effective habit, there needs to have some element of craving. It needs to be attractive. There has to be a good reason why you're doing this. If you're going to have an effective habit, then it needs to have a response. Then you need to basically make it easy. It needs to be streamlined. That any time that you add complications, anytime you have to make micro decisions inside of that action, then it increases the likelihood that you're going to give up. And then it needs to, an effective habit loop is rewarding, it's satisfying, and so you need to make it satisfying. Now, I want to walk you through 2 examples in my life to help you see the way this is working out for me in real time. So one of the things that I am trying to do is to get off my phone in the evening. The primary reason why I want to do that is because I've found that unless I turn my phone off and put it away, then I probably stay up anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half longer than I want to, which is ugly. I wish it wasn't true, but it is. And so the cue for me to turn my phone off is when I start to make tea for my wife and myself at the end of the night. And so when I make tea, that's my cue to go turn my phone off and put it in my office and close the door. The second part of that habit loop is the craving. Why does this matter? Well, I want to spend time with my wife. Our tea's good, and I don't want to be on my phone. So that's the thing that's attractive. Like what's attractive to me is I want to go to bed. I need to turn off my phone. I want to spend time with my wife. It's a cup of tea. It's very enjoyable. The third part of that habit loop is the response, just the process. And I've tried to just streamline this. I do the same thing every time. When I put water in the kettle and I put the kettle on the eye on the stove, then I go take my phone and I turn it off. I put it in my office. I close the door. I come back. I grab 2 cups that we'll drink the tea from. I put the tea bags in those. When the water boils, I'll pour the water in that. And then I'll set a timer for 10 minutes, let it steep. When it's done, I'll tell Lindsay the tea's done. And then usually we end up sitting together at the kitchen table, talking about the day and enjoying our evening. When we're done with the cup of tea, then we go to bed. That's the process for me. And the reward for me is the feeling that I'm being responsible. It's the feeling that I'm going to go to bed on time. It's the feeling that I'm not the kind of person that gets time sucked away by something like their phone. I don't want to be that kind of person, okay? So there's my habit loop. And so that's the way that I've tried to make it obvious, make it satisfying, make it enjoyable, make it attractive and easy. So working through that, that's what we've tried to do. Now, let me give you another example, okay? So this is another habit loop, and this is my exercise routine. So the cue for me is working out, is putting on my workout clothes. That is how I make it obvious. When I put on my workout clothes, I'm going to work out. The second part of that, the craving aspect, the part that is attractive to me, is the fact that I know that I like that feeling when I get into really that kind of first set of lifting, or those first few minutes if I'm doing some kind of cardio stuff. I like the way I feel as I get started. Now, what I need to have on the back end is when it gets difficult, I need to make it easy. That's the response part. When it gets hard, my response is to finish. And so I don't create my own workouts. But even if I did, I have a workout that's written, and I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to be that kind of person to do that. And so then for me, the reward, what makes it satisfying on the back end, is one, the feeling of being done, and kind of that endorphin rush of finishing a workout. But after every workout, I also have a post-workout protein shake, and it's really good. And so that's kind of my reward for finishing up there. So you see how this works? That just simple 4-part loop really helps you not only create habits, but those habits help you reach your goals. It helps you really accomplish what you want to accomplish in 2019. So if you want to reach your goals in 2019, go and build healthy habits. And so here's what I'd love for you to do. I'd love for you to go in the comments below and either tell me, here's what I want to build a habit on. Let me help you in that. Just go, hey, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. And then we can work through that loop together. Or if you want to take a stab at it yourself, then go ahead and write that out in the comments. And then I'll jump in and do anything I can to coach you up a little bit and help you there. So let's review this, okay? So let me use, and again, this comes out of James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, which is fantastic. And to say, if you're going to have a healthy habit, if you're going to build healthy habits that will help you reach your goals in 2019, you need to do 4 things. You need to make your habit obvious. You need to make it attractive. You need to make it easy. And you need to make it satisfying. Okay? Pretty simple, right? So now it's just trying to figure out for you, what are those habits you need to develop? And then what are those different aspects to that loop that you're going to create to help you get where you want to go, all right? Now, here's one thing that might help you. If you want to get better results faster, then get into the description below this video, and there's a goal achievement worksheet that I've created, which basically walks you through the step of goal setting, habit building, and goal achievement. And this is a proven system that I've used for myself for years, and this is something that I use with my private clients, and we just do this time and time and time and time again, and they get great results, and I get to enjoy helping them and just seeing how that really pays off in their personal life, in their professional life, and it's really cool. I think you'll love it. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, go ahead and do that. And the other thing I'd love for you to do is I'd love for you to go ahead and if this has been helpful for you, like the video below and then share it with somebody else. Share it with somebody who would benefit from having a simple way to think about how they show up day in and day out and do the kind of work that they want to do personally or professionally. And then I would love for you to also subscribe again if you haven't done that already. And that means we just keep up this conversation. And so every single week, we just kind of pick up where we left off and continue this conversation that I hope will help you enjoy the work that you do as a pastor and a preacher by helping you live faithfully and lead fruitfully. And again, if there was anything that was helpful in this video, maybe it was something new that you hadn't heard before, or maybe it was something that I just said a little bit differently, but it was helpful to you, I'd love to hear about it. Tell me what that is in the comments below, or just say helpful in the comments, and that'll let me know I'm on the right track too. But until next time, I'm really grateful for you. I'm so thankful that you're doing the work that you're doing, and prayers and blessings and grace and peace to you, and you take care, and I'll see you soon. All right.